of China, Puyi's life almost feels fictional. He became emperor as a small child. Imagine being handed supreme authority before learning basic arithmetic. Not ideal preparation. Servants surrounded him. Ceremonies defined his existence. An enormous palace became his world. He grew up believing he occupied the center of reality. Then reality changed. The Qing dynasty collapsed. Revolution transformed China, and suddenly the emperor possessed a title but very little power. For a while he remained inside the Forbidden City, a ruler without a functioning empire, like a king trapped inside a museum dedicated to his former importance. Eventually even that arrangement ended. Puyi lost his remaining privileges, his remaining authority, his remaining illusions. Later he became ruler of the Japanese-controlled state of Manchukuo, but real power belonged elsewhere. Puyi occupied the throne, others made the decisions. History contains many such rulers, kings who technically ruled, and yet ruled nothing. After World War II, his situation changed once again. He became a prisoner, then eventually an ordinary citizen. An ordinary citizen, imagine the adjustment. One day people bow before you. The next day you're navigating daily life like everyone else. Puyi eventually worked ordinary jobs. He lived a relatively modest existence and spent years reflecting on his extraordinary journey, from emperor to citizen, from palace to everyday life, from absolute privilege to surprising normality. Very few monarchs experienced such a complete transformation. And perhaps that is why his story feels so strangely human, because beneath all the ceremony and grandeur, he eventually encountered the same reality faced by millions of ordinary people. Life continues, even after the crown disappears. And that may be one of history's most persistent lessons. Kingdoms fall, dynasties vanish, thrones become empty, but mornings continue arriving, people continue aging, and former kings must somehow learn how to live in a world that no longer revolves around them. For some, that adjustment proved impossible. For others, it became the beginning of a second life, a quieter life, a stranger life, and sometimes, perhaps, a more honest one. As we continue our slow journey through royal defeats, we'll soon meet kings who became monks, kings who became prisoners, kings who became wandering exiles, and kings who spent decades trying and failing to reclaim what they had lost. The night grows a little deeper now. The castles are quieter. The battlefields have long since emptied. The banners have stopped waving. And somewhere across the centuries, a surprising number of former kings are sitting